Hello everyone! Welcome to Endangered Inhabitants, where we look at some of the planet's most threatened species. Today, for the first episode, in honor of Mudang becoming a global sensation, our first animal we'll be looking at is Chiropsis liberiensis, the Pygmy Hippopotamus. While having a similar general form as the common hippopotamus, there are some noticeable differences us animal nerds can pick up on. The most obvious difference between the hippos is size, as pygmies aren't even 1/4 the weight at between 180 to 275 kilograms, or 397 to 606 pounds. Adults stand at 75 to 100 centimeters, or 2.5 to 3.3 feet tall at the shoulder, while ranging between 150 to 175 centimeters, or 4.9 to 5.7 feet in length. Pygmy hippos have a more gracile skeleton, meaning their bones are proportionally thinner than their big-boned relatives. This is likely an adaptation to more easily pass through dense vegetation in their forest homes. Proportionally as well, its legs and neck are longer while its head is smaller than their brolic counterparts. Native to the forests and swamps of West Africa, it is incredibly limited in range, only being found primarily in Liberia, with smaller populations in Sierra Leone, Guinea, and the Ivory Coast. They were once found in Nigeria as well, having an entire subspecies. They roamed the, and this is how we say this chat, Niger River Delta until around the 1950s, when they are thought to have become extinct. It is semi-aquatic, relying on water to keep its skin moist and body temperature cool. Like the larger hippo, these animals are nocturnal and wait for the cover of darkness to feed for up to 6 hours a day, commonly using game trails. Their diet in the wild mainly consists of herbs, ferns, broad-leaved plants, herbaceous shoots, forbs, sedges, and any fruit on the forest floor. They rarely eat aquatic vegetation, even though they spend most of their time in water, and don't indulge in much yummy grass, as it is rare in the thick forests they inhabit. These animals are elusive and enigmatic, living in dense forests that make them hard to photograph in the wild. Most of the photos seen in this video are of specimens found in captivity, which really irks me. Rather than living in groups like the common hippopotamus, pygmy hippos either live alone or in small groups, of that typically being a mated pair or mother and calf. They tend to ignore each other rather than brawl when they meet. They mark their territory the same way as the big hippopotami by, and I quote, vigorously waving their tails while defecating to further spread the feces. Like the common hippopotamus, however, pygmies spend just as much time in the water, as their skin dries out quickly and cracks. They also secrete the substance hipposudoric acid, sometimes described as blood sweat, even though it is neither blood nor sweat. It is believed that the acid has both antiseptic and sunscreening properties. Breeding behavior of wild individuals has never been studied, with captive breeding possibly differing due to the artificial conditions. Rather than living in harems defended by a bull as common hippos do, pygmy hippos consort for mating, zoos even having them as monogamous pairs. Although not considered dangerous to humans and generally docile, pygmy hippos are wild animals that can be highly aggressive at times, and also deserve the utmost respect. While predators like leopards, large pythons, and crocodiles can kill them, it is unknown how often this occurs, as these rotund animals are still hippos and capable of putting up a hell of a fight. Pygmy hippos are listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List, with under 3,000 individuals left in the wild. The greatest threat to pygmy hippos is habitat destruction, with the forests they inhabit being subjected to logging, settling, and conversion to farmland. This causes populations which are already fragmented to become even more fragmented, leading to less genetic diversity in the mating pool. Pygmy hippos are also hunted for food illegally as part of the bushmeat trade, their meat being said to be of excellent quality. Civil strife in West Africa certainly doesn't help and could pose a significant threat to pygmy hippos, which already don't have the largest range. And even if they are protected in national legislation in all of its range states, these laws are often weakly enforced as the states don't have the resources, and on top of being inadequate in protecting the few pygmy hippo populations and their habitat. Hopefully all of the conservation efforts in place right now work, as losing this species would be one hell of a blow. I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. I want to try and make this series a weekly thing as long as I can actually learn how to edit, so if you have any suggestions for endangered animals, I could either A, correct you because you're wrong, or I will take the suggestion into consideration. I'd like to once again thank you for watching and have a lovely day. Peace!